Hello guys, and welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. So today we are doing week 2 of our campaign, and sadly, due to some no-showing and some dropping outs, I'm having to film one of my games again. So yep, we're milking that content farm, but it is what it is. So the Minas Tirith player who played in week 1 had to drop out due to work-based commitments. And so we have a new player instead who will be playing as elves, I believe. Now, whether it's going to be Warriors of the Last Alliance, because that would be easier for me to paint. Well, it's because I'm painting half the amount of elves and then I get to just dry brush some stuff. So it'll probably be statistically easier. Or whether it's Rivendell elves hasn't been decided yet. But we are introducing elves. So he's going to be a bit behind. He's going to have some catch-up games to play up, but that's not going to be a big problem.
Well, I think as elves, he starts with a much higher rating to start with anyway.
Yes, I believe that is the case.
So he's slightly more on par.
Yep. So I believe last time we had already said that it would be you and I playing, wasn't it? Or was it?
No, we were supposed to play.
But we weren't going to be filming that game. We were going to film Vince and somebody else's game, I think.
No, I think we're going to film our game.
Oh.
It's just we're doing it a night later because I have commitments.
That is true. But yeah, so it's going to be Rohan taking on Mordor. It is the main thing to take away from that. I have 10 warriors now with my Mordor and a rating of 105 and Sparks.
I have 6 with 95 because I lost the model.
Yes, you did. So, as we mentioned in the last video we did, it was a pretty brutal week of campaigning. You lost a model, Reese lost a model but gained 2, I believe.
Yes.
Chris, with his dwarves, lost a model. I don't think Liam lost a model. He dropped out for work commitments. It wasn't because he did pretty well for himself. He lost the game, but he didn't do bad. Yeah. I gained a model. I purchased a model with influence. I didn't gain one. Well, I did gain one, but I didn't
You got a reinforcement.
That's
you are
the
up
word.
a model in your warland.
Yes, I am. Now, one of the games has been played so far, which was dwarves taking on goblins. It did not go so well for the dwarves. Because it's me giving you the cliff notes, they will be genuine cliff notes. They were fighting over an objective in the centre of the board, which happened to be a pig. The pig is called Trotsky. The dwarves were turning up, they were all turning up on random board edges, of which one dwarf turned up on the same board edge as about 8 goblins. And he lasted a couple of turns, bless him, but he didn't survive long. And it was just from there on out, it was just the dwarves slowly getting whittled down. At the end of it, Chris and his dwarves, they have one model who's missing a game, and one model has to roll each game to see whether he turns up or not. I think you only don't turn up on a 1.
Something like that, yeah.
So it is a hard one, but watching the way he rolled ones, he gave me a run for his money. Or my money. Someone's money, anyway. On the flip of that, Reese got... he got a new model, which ended up being... what are they called? Black shields?
Black shield.
He got a black shield. Chris, however, did get a couple of upgrades for his king. Well, he got an upgrade for his king, and he got a level up for one of his other characters as well. So his king took Path of the Warrior, I believe, and then his other model took Path of the Duelist. So yeah, it was an interesting game. I got to watch it. It did not go as hoped for the dwarves, but it did go as expected because it was a mission where they had to crowd around an objective, and it was 12 models to 5. Yeah. So he was never going to win, but it was just whether he could glean some some experience points out of it before he lost. Yeah, so we're now going to roll on our charts and things like that. We are still using the Battle Company's Manager. We actually put Reese on there as well yesterday, so Sparks and I need to go through that to see if Vince did it correctly, because Reese's Battle Company looked a little low. We didn't use it for the game, we did it after the game and put on the 2 games worth.
So after 2 games worth, his should be about 114, I think.
I don't think it was that high when Vince did it, but we
about
think
119 maybe, because it's 100 to start with. He lost a goblin in game 2, so that took him to 105.
And then he got a black shield,
which I think is 8.
Yes.
So, and then did you say that he got an upgrade as well?
He did. So one of his characters became a shaman and got a staff of power.
Right. So he should be somewhere around 119, 120 now, I think.
Ooh. So yeah, he is way ahead of everyone at the moment, but then again, the rest of us have only played 1 game, except poor Chris, whose rating is now somewhere between 11 and
You never
3.
know, you might get free models every time up and being 2 behind in the rating, you might get a free Wanderer.
Very good point, very good point. So yes, so what we're going to do now is we're going to pull up the rules and we're going to roll for scenario. Scenery today, we've got some Rohan buildings, we've got some of the old Games Workshop trees, because Games Workshop just re-released them. They're the best trees you've ever released. Your new ones are okay, but they're not as good as those bad boys. We also have some footsore scenery on there. It's gorgeous stuff, painted by Sparks, painted particularly well, and Trotsky is making an appearance in this game, but unless stated, he is not part of the game other than being a beautiful piece of pig scenery. He has previously been both a troll and an objective to fight over, though. We did think it was kind of fitting, goblins and dwarves fighting over a pig.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's like if anybody was going to protect a pig, it felt like it was going to be the dwarves. And goblins just like to eat, I guess. So if you didn't see the first video, we are using the community version of the rules. It's a bit more balanced. There's a few little tweaks here and there, but essentially it plays exactly like the standard Games Workshop version. As I said, it just balances some of the lists and I think some of the scenarios and such as well.
I think there's a few more scenarios.
They're community scenarios, but kind of balanced.
I think some of them are and some of them are reprints.
Yep. So are we going to do the I roll for table 1, you roll for table 2?
Yeah, so let's get them up.
I'm going to use the blood dice, and it's 1 and 5.
Plunder the camp.
Plunder the camp. So there may be some moving around of scenery, who knows? Sparks is going to pull up that mission now.
Plunder the camp. I mean, this could probably work.
Perfect. So I will zoom out so people can see the table just while we're...
So both players roll a d6. Lowest scorer becoming the defender. Deploys a battle company anywhere within the camp, which is within 6 inches of the centre of the board, and at least 2 inches away from each other. The attacker may then deploy their battle company anywhere at least 6 inches away from the camp, so 12 inches away from the centre. Attacker must set the objectives alight, destroying provisions, and then there's a whole bunch of extra junk for setting up objectives and fighting at night and other things like that.
And we'll do that as we're setting up. So first thing to do is to find out who's the attacker and the defender. I got a 5.
I got a 3.
Guess I'm the defender, was it?
Choice.
Or do you say I get to choose?
Oh no, I'm the defender. Low scoring.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Rohan.
That sucks balls.
Oh, because you're Rohan, yeah. I got a horse. Someone's stand to defend. It feels more realistic, though, since we're using Rohan buildings.
Yeah.
And things like that. Yeah, it's like, it's not the outcome you wanted, but it is the outcome that fits the aesthetic we've gone for. So it's kind of on us, really. So I will be the attacker. So my Mordor, and as I said, my rating is 105. Your rating is not lower than mine, or not enough that it would.
So your rating is 105?
Yep.
Yep, so it's only 10 lower, not 15, so I don't get any bonuses yet.
Yes. And your rating again was? Just
95.
So I can, 95, I thought that's what you said. Because you lost a model.
Lost a 7-point model, 10-point horse.
Perfect. So I have started a game on the app, which means I'm able to keep a track of my wounds and things like that. Also keep a track of spending of might and such. So I do love that about the app, to be fair. I keep saying app. It's not. It's actually just a web link on my homepage, but it feels...
It's a browser app.
It's a browser app, yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple of minutes so we can read through the rules properly for this particular scenario, so when we come back we kind of know what we're talking about. So after reading the rules for this mission, we've decided this is definitely not going to be an easy mission for Sparks, but Sparks likes a challenge. So as Rohan, he's guarding a Rohan village. Makes sense. There's loads of supplies in the middle there. If perchance I do get to set any on fire, we've got little tokens to mark this, because thank you, Warlord, I guess. Spark's set up in the middle within his camp, and then I've gone around the side. You can see me across here, right at the back there, and then some down here. Shooting. Well, shooting's not really going to be a thing, unless we're within 6 inches of one another, because it's nighttime fighting.
Yep.
However, it is a lot easier to hit each other, wound each other, because it's a bit dark and we can't see, so you can't really dodge stuff as much, basically. Yeah, so we're all set up. It's going to be a difficult one for you. We know this, but like I said, we like a challenge. And yeah, we're kind of going to go for it. So, should we go for priority?
Yep. So
5 for Sparks and a 3 for myself. So Sparks has priority here.
It's really annoying.
Yeah, he's like, I wanted you to come close. No, I get it, buddy. So I can zoom into what Sparks is doing at the moment. Good old-fashioned tape measures.
It's the thing, I want to keep you at bay, but also I need to actually start doing some injuries.
Yes, it's going to be really hard because you can't pick me off as I'm coming towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, you're a man down and I'm a man up.
So there's a 4 model difference.
Yes. And in this kind of mission, that can make all the difference.
And I do have cavalry, but I only have 1 cavalryman and still only fight 3.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's not as overwhelming as I would like.
Yes.
So, a bit far over the board for us, but my intention is they're just outside of 6.
Yes.
So, no charging, but I'm at least a little bit closer.
Yep.
He's going to stay where he is, he's going to stay where he is, he's going to stay where he is, he'll stay where he is, and... See, again, only being fight 3.
Yeah, because you're on par with an orc, and then you're putting it at the risk of dice.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Sod it. Ride for ruin and the world's ending. Cavalry charge.
Yep.
Come on, Eowyn. Or not Eowyn.
Yeah.
You need to win this for your uncle.
Charge like you were Eowyn, but you're not for legal reasons. Right, so everybody else you said was staying as it were.
Yeah.
So then we'd go across to me. Now I have a choice to make there, because you are now within 6, so my other model could potentially try and shoot you just to dehorse you. To dehorse. But then that's me hitting on a 5. It's whether I want to do that or I want to try and bulk the dice in my favour. Because you'll be rolling 2 because it's a cavalry charge, so I'd at least be matching you at that stage. That's probably the smarter option. Although the flip of that is, if you do win, both of my models are knocked down and they're probably both going to die tragically.
Yep.
So I'm going to come back to that one, because I know what I probably should do, but I also know what a goof I am. So
what you should probably do is just remove them right now.
I mean...
And roll for them both to die. That would be helpful.
I definitely understand what you're saying and why.
The other option is to run them this way so that I can shoot you first, and also, if you survive, you closer to setting fire to things, since that's your actual objective.
Yeah, I do love to set fires. Right, so your archer can basically shoot to here. Mm-hmm. So if I only go to here, I'm not shoot worthy. Pre-measuring. I suppose it adds the tactical element to it.
This is the strategy battle game.
Yeah. Which is why we really enjoy it, because it does benefit the way we like to play.
Things like bolt action where you can't pre-measure is fun for the getting in and judging things, but this is the strategy battle game.
Yeah.
It's intended to be.
Oh, easy tiger. It's basically going to be just out. Because as much as I very much do want to get in.
So, are they meant to be within 6?
Yeah, I had to get some within. So it was I have to try and at least push the pressure somewhere along the way. Now, we're back to what to do over here. I can't mitigate. I could mitigate all the shooting, but it would mean I would have another turn of having to move towards you anyway. So I have to at least do some pressure on you. I'm going to keep my orc archer where he is, and I'm going to risk the shot. Because I think I can do less damage to me than you can do to me. They're famous last words. So, right. Over to your first shooting phase. Now, there are people within range. We know this. Now, the range is only 6 inches because of the night fight, as we've said. But we also know that I know that Archie was in range because I needed to get my two-handed guy forward.
He's also in range. And
yes.
Those two are in range.
Oh, those two shouldn't have been. That.
So.
I forgot he has a spear, doesn't he?
He is just out.
Yeah.
I
forgot he had the spear. Yep, that was my bad.
So yeah, the archer hero's out, but the...
Yes. So, which one are you going for first, sir?
We'll go with this guy.
Yep.
Because he seems to kill things the first time he shoots and then does nothing for the rest of the game. So we'll go with him first.
Yes, sir.
Neat force because he hasn't moved. He hits.
And he hits.
And he kills. Strength 3 to defense 4, but it's +1 to wound.
Yes, it is. So my first model goes out. That's definitely not a good start for me. And that's ball bag as well.
Oh, what a ball bag!
Not ball bag.
That's all he'll do for the rest of the game. He's done everything he's ever done. He kills the first model he shoots at and then just does nothing.
Hey, it works, it works. So your next shot?
Yeah, we'll go with the archer.
Yes, sir.
This was the hero. He did 17 million wounds in the last game and got 1 experience because he's not the hero.
Yeah, because if you're a normal warrior, it doesn't matter how much you kill, you're still only getting 1.
If he was a hero, he would have leveled up twice with the amount of experience he would have gotten.
So he hits because that's a 6.
Strength 2.
Same. Oh, yes,
strength. Defense 4, so it's still 5s to 4s because of the knife. If he was a hero, he would have the might.
Yes. And then the final one is over there.
Sword spears against this dude.
Yes, sir.
Missed.
And he missed. So I just have the 1 shot, which is over there.
Yep.
I haven't moved, so I'm hitting on 5s. I'm going to attempt a white dice. I don't know why. None of my dice particularly perform any better than any of the others. It's just because I have to split combat so many ways, usually because of the mobbing things.
And you missed.
I mean, that's pretty standard for me, isn't it? Fancy a close combat, sir?
Not particularly, but I guess we'll have to. Cavalry charge, so I get an extra attack.
Yes, you do. So we both got a 6, which means it goes to your roll off. 1 to 3 me, 4 to 6 you.
Yep, so it's going to be you, because it always is.
I win! Oh, so the likelihood is I'm about to lose said model. So he's knocked down. He's pushed back an inch and knocked down.
So 2 attacks, which then double because
yes,
attack and prone. So strength 3, defense 4, and these 5s.
Yes. And
I'm going to have to, because I need to start thinning you out. I'm going to have to spend my point to kill them.
And that means I lose one of my archers, which for me is actually quite crippling because I only have 2. So I only have 1 piece of shooting now within my army.
But once again, I've had to use my point first turn with my captain.
Yes. So we'll jump straight into another priority. You've got it again.
So obviously we're going to have to cavalry charge here.
Yep, of course.
Because at least she can flex back as needed. Annoyingly, because of the way the rules work, I wanted you to have priority again. So I'm going to have to move with him.
Yep.
Because if I can't kill you with the shooting, then you can set that on fire. And I need to stop you doing that. Same here. because if I do that, I've got a 1-inch engagement, which means that you don't
I
have the
physically can't
don't
get
have
in,
the
yeah.
movement to get around him to get to that without engaging him. And if you engage him, you fight, and if you fight, you can't set fire with this turn.
Yes.
I can't attempt to set fire with this turn.
Yeah, because it's a 50-50 roll, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's going
to have to do the same.
He'll do the same, but he'll go to there.
So he's out of charge range of at least my character.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that.
Oh.
I was thinking if he stays out of the way, then one of these things
Oh,
actually have a
okay.
line of sight to shoot because I'm not evil.
Good point. And your archer staying where it is?
Both the archers are going to stay
Oh, yeah, the other archer as well.
Because either you have to charge him and I'm more likely to win because two-handed weapon.
Yep.
Or you don't get within range and I get another shot.
Yes.
I'm just hoping for the best.
I basically need to not get shot, so I'm going to have to do a less than advantageous fight. We know I'm in because you could shoot me before. He's definitely in. He's out because he was out before. And he's out here as well. So I'm just going to move as close as possible because I'm going to get shot anyway. I might as well be in a position that's better for me. He's going to go in, and it's whether I can get another one in, which I can.
You absolutely will, because I could shoot 2 people last time.
And he can get in, which I actually wasn't. Oh, sorry.
But annoyingly, that cuts off 2 sets of shooters.
Yes, it does. So I'm going to slide across because most of the action's over that way now, so there's absolutely no point. Oh, and this guy? Sorry, buddy. Because I absolutely need the support.
Yeah, which is where it gets into the disadvantage for me. I just don't have the numbers and I don't have the fight value.
Yes.
Fight you like I did with the goblins.
Right, so it would go across the shooting.
Yep. I've got 1 shot.
Yep, which is going to be against my character.
Yeah, has to be. Come on, you legend.
So he didn't move.
At Helm's Deep. So 4s. Missed.
I have no shooting, however, because mine is tied up in combat. So we'd go straight to combat, at which point you would choose the order because of priority.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
We'll start here.
Yep.
I will shield.
That's not a terrible shout, so... Red, white. They're exactly the same, but we need to mark it for...
Okay.
So you've got it.
Yep.
Push me back an inch.
Good thing I did shield, because I would have lost that otherwise.
Which one next?
We'll go around, so... Character.
1-on-1. 5 for me, and a 1 for you. Strength 3, because I'm just...
That's 5, so 5s.
That's a 1.
Your captain.
Yep, so this is my captain. You've got it.
Come on, you legend.
Defense 5.
So 3s.
Yep.
5s.
5s.
Strength
Yeah.
3. 5s.
Yep.
Oh!
This one over here, the red one is my -1
Yep.
because two-handed. 6 is my highest.
Yeah.
So it would be 5s and 4s on the red. And that was locked at. Wounds inflicted. And now
Counter charge.
is potentially a violent mugging. He deserves it. So it is a character at least. It doesn't matter if he's a character.
Well, it doesn't matter.
But I mean,
Oh, your character.
yeah, sorry, mine's a character as well.
Oh, I might get more experience then if you pass on the fate.
Yes.
So might you. Only 1.
So only 1. So I do have to spend my fate.
Yep.
So it's a 50-50 roll. And it's a 3.
So you fail.
Can I use might on that?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to have to use my might for obvious reasons. So I use my might and my fate, which is my archer character. So he spends his fate, he spends his might, and I get an experience point for that. Does that work it out because I've spent the might?
I don't think so.
So that we need to keep our hand on because I passed it.
That's a bonus that's added into the community edition.
Right, I thought it was.
However, it will track mine because I've added on a wound inflicted, because even if it's saved by...
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we'll go straight on to the third turn. We might as well. It's going pretty swift. 6.
That's you.
So I'm going to get up here,
Yep.
and as much as I don't want to, I have to engage you to stop the charge.
And this is the turn that I actually wanted priority.
Yes. Ooh. I'm going to tie you up with my character so he can move into there. He's going to move into there. He's going to go round and not engage in the combat. So the objectives, I can move over them and things on there. They're not blocking, yeah.
Oh, the scenario is appalling.
It's horrific. It was stupid for me to do anything else, really. So that would go across to yourself, of which it's just one model, I believe. And yeah, he's going to engage with something. So we have absolutely 0 shooting, so we'd go straight over to combat. Do you feel the desire to call any kind of heroic-y business?
I don't think I'll be able to kill you.
Yeah.
So no.
I find in battle companies, it's too much of a risk because you have so few might. And especially right now, we're quite balanced.
I managed it within a company, and over there, I might have been tempted.
Yeah, because you could have took him out.
Got no might. Could have taken it out, and I've got a 10-inch charge, so I could have gotten back to that spearman.
Yes.
But no might. Because I had to use it to kill the first one.
Yes. So I'm not calling any either. So we'll go with the captain.
4.
1. I lost again.
5 to wound.
Yep. So I have to spend my might.
So Dunbar's inflicted a wound.
And he saves it.
So he will get an experience point.
Yep.
So
that's my captain and him have both spent both their fate. And he spent his might. He has not.
Yes.
Should we do the archer and the two-handed?
Yep.
So I'm at -1. So 6 for sparks.
So you can't win.
So I can't win, but I'm going to roll because I like rolling dice.
3.
And a 3, so nothing. Should we go with my character over here against your character?
Yep.
5 against 2.
You know the thing I said before? About him killing the first thing he shoots.
And then doing sod all. Right. Let's see what I can do. 5. Strength 3. Oh, yeah. 6. He saved it, though, but I do still get the point. And then 1 on 1 over here for this combat before we go and do the big one. You've got it, so I get pushed back.
That's okay.
And then over here, which isn't a cavalry charge this time, but neither of us have any might. 4 against a 6. Strength 3.
Who you hitting?
Oh. I might as well go against you, because if I kill the horse, I get nothing.
Yeah, you inflicted a wound.
Does it count?
Yeah, you inflicted a wound.
Oh, I'll go for the horse then. It's probably a slightly easier hit. She classes having a shield.
If you're going for the horse, it doesn't matter. You use the horse's defense.
Oh no, I'm working out which is the easier.
Oh, they're both 5s.
Oh right.
She does have a shield, but
I'll go the horse because if she falls, she then has to take the thrown rider test, doesn't she? So, it doesn't matter anyway. It's a moot point.
Right. So
I then need to roll for fires, of which there's only 2. Because you cut off the other one. So we'll go with this guy first. 50-50.
Yeah.
This first one.
There goes my all or nothing.
Yeah, because you get extra influence, don't you? And then this one over here. Yes.
And now I can't afford any more.
Yeah, because
any more it's a draw, and if you get 2 more, it's a win for you.
Right. So we'll go straight on to turn 4.
It's not suck balls.
It's not good for you at all, buddy. 2.
Yeah. No any priority, and I'm getting nothing.
Yeah. Might as well tie you up, because otherwise you can do the same to me. How do I want to do this? I'll throw him in, because then he can do that. He'll stay on there. He'll move to that. Move to there. I have to tie you up here, because I don't want to be hit. And then I've got 1 orc, haven't I, that I can play with. That's what she said, I guess. Oh. I might as well just engage this possibly fair maiden.
No, it's a dude.
Oh.
There's only one lady.
Oh, that's fair. So straight to combat, because there's no shooting. Everybody's tied up. We'll do my captain. See if he can lose a 3rd time in a row. I mean, he can. With the exact same roll, I believe.
Oh.
But you weren't able to follow through. It happens. This one here, your archer against my pokey spearman. 1 for me.
2.
2 for you. Still counts.
And he kills.
He kills. So, boop. We'll do the 2-on-1. The red is the front, the white is the rear. 4-1, you win.
We'll go for the back one.
Makes sense.
Kills?
Yep. So, just to clarify, it makes sense because the one at the front was the new orc.
Oh no, the one at the back is closer to the other things, so if you don't set fire to things, he's got an
right.
things.
So I've lost 4 of my 10 models now.
So what I need to do is I need to kill 1 more, because then there's a chance the game will end.
Yes.
For you being broken.
Does that get done before I do the destroying or not?
I'll need to check. During the end phase. At the end of each turn. So after the end phase. So you would test to set fire, and then we'd see if the game ends.
Yeah. So we'll do this one first. Oh, next, sorry.
Fuck's sake.
6-1. 5, he gets it again. So, did you already spend your fate on that one?
So he's gone. What did I say? Kill the first guy and roll nothing.
And then do nothing. Eowyn?
Yeah, you win.
Oh, yeah, 'cause no, neither of us have any might. I'm going to go for the horse again. 5s.
Yep. Right.
Oh.
I need to double check a roll.
Okay, we'll be back in a second because we have to check whether you can use the fate on the horse, I'm guessing.
No. Expert rider, I need to double check.
Back in a second. Right, so we have checked expert rider, and it was absolutely imperative given the situation that we did check that, because they do get to re-roll thrown rider tests.
Yeah.
So because the horse itself has gone away, I don't want to say dead, I love horses too much. He is, or she, I didn't check actually.
She.
So the horse is a she as well.
I guess.
Oh, amazing. Look at that, diversity. See? We're taking every box. Well, not entertainment, but all the other ones were diverse. The models are painted. It's long-form content. Apparently that's a thing these days. So, Sparks now needs to take a thrown rider test, of which he gets to reroll. And he rolls a 3. So she doesn't take any damage.
1 is prone and takes a strength 3 hit. 2 to 5 is lands and can't do anything else this turn. End of the turn, doesn't matter. 6 is lands and can continue the turn as long as nothing happens. Doesn't matter, it's the end of the turn.
Yes.
More, could I re-roll it if it was a 1?
So I have 2 models on pyres.
Mm-hmm. And this is where I lose the game because you're rolling really well.
I am rolling surprisingly. I've been rolling well this whole campaign actually. It's very un-me-like.
I've been rolling terribly for the most part.
Remember our practice game? That was horrific. So this one first.
Yep.
Fire.
So,
And
not
this
winning,
one.
And
No.
no.
So it's a draw at present.
Yeah.
You physically cannot win because you had to get 2 or less.
And I couldn't kill anybody, so you're not broken.
Nope. And you haven't lost enough so that you're broken
No,
because you've got
killed
6
my horse
models.
instead of my rider.
See, that was a rookie mistake on my part. My theory was sound. My practice was stupid. Should we go to turn 5?
Yeah.
4.
6.
You have priority.
Yeah, it's going to be too late, though.
You absolutely can stop me getting to any of the object. Oh, no. You can't stop me getting to this one.
I can.
How?
Theoretically.
Ah, curious.
So,
oh,
first off,
I see it now.
I'm going to charge into him and use my throwing spears.
Yes.
No penalty for hitting when charging the throwing.
Nope.
So, 4s. Missed.
Missed.
But he now engages him.
Yep.
He doesn't have enough room to get around.
No, he does not.
He's going to engage him.
Yep. And he's going to go across and engage
him. And he now...
I don't think he... Yeah, if you go there, I physically can't get through.
You don't have the movement to get there, and you can't get around to that one.
That's true.
Yeah, so all I can do is charge into here. Because I need to break you and end it before you can score another point.
So the best I can really do is go into there.
So if you do that, you actually set yourself on fire.
Oh, right. I did not know that. Yeah. Okay, well, that one I can definitely do. Yeah. And this one I was here because I was against that. I can get round, however. 3. Yeah, I can just go around the other way.
Any model that moves or is moved into base contact with an objective marker is immediately set ablaze.
Oh, I really wish I'd been able to get a bit further so I could only push you that way, but sadly you can go that way. Yeah, so I had to move him round, and I moved him round and tied you up a little bit. No shooting. Which order do you fancy doing the combats in?
We'll go over here first.
Makes sense.
Because she needs to do something.
Yep. We've got a kind of epic thing going on over here. A 3 for you. And a 6 for my fine self. So, I'm going to go with one of the trusty P dice. They're called that because of the colour and because of how they roll. Not on this one occasion.
Nope.
So, didn't pass the fate roll, which I wasn't that fussed on. That's not hugely relevant to me. Because if you'd stayed, I could have potentially done another wound on you and got an extra experience. But it does put you closer to the breaking.
No, I am broken now.
Oh, because 6 models, because you lost one. Which order do you want to do the rest in?
We'll do your captain up here.
Yep, makes sense. Oh, it's going to be 4th time the charm, isn't it? Yep.
Yep.
Did that mother clucker roll the same one every time? So I have no fate this time, so he is off.
Fortunately, he's not a hero, so doing 2 wounds does nothing for him.
Nope. So my leader has done a grand total of nothing this game.
Good.
Yes.
Mine's done a lot, but she'll probably end up getting another leg wound and being retired.
Which one do you fancy doing next, bud?
We'll go with my sergeant.
Red one is the character. 6.
2.
So the red one can manipulate dice. The other one cannot.
Fate. Yes, so he saves on his fate, but also loses a wound because both of them.
So on that occasion, both of my guys would get the wound, wouldn't they?
Yes.
But they wouldn't have...
And I would get an experience because I'm...
Yes. So wounds inflicted. He's going to be my new leader.
Well, no, he's not.
Well, he's not. But he's done 3 wounds. He's definitely my MVP. This one here, the 2-handed being the red. Which got a 1. So we drew.
Yep.
So... is it mine or yours? I can't remember.
Mine?
Oh, yours because you tied me up. You win it?
We will go against the one with the sword.
He's the easier... Oh, there'll be 5s, won't there? Yeah. Because there isn't enough difference.
We'll go against him because the other one I can tie up easier.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope. I can't set fire to any because I wasn't in, etc., etc.
I'm broken.
I am also broken now.
Yep. So on 1 or 2 game ends.
Yes, sir.
Game
The game ends.
It's a draw.
Good game.
So
a
that's
violent game.
That's 2 draws for me.
Yes. I'll take a draw. Hey, I'll take a draw.
So
Yeah.
I'd rather have had a win.
So we'll do the end battle. We'll do yours first.
So
I'm
1.
going to zoom in on the lovely haystacks.
So my heroes get extra experience for passing fair tests.
Yes. So that you'd take bonus experience on the draw bit, wouldn't you? The war's aftermath.
Yes.
Yeah.
No bonus items, no bonus influence, no bonus level up. Continue. 4 injured warriors. So have you got the injury table?
I will pull it up now. I haven't got it up, but
And this is where it all goes wrong. Injury. Hero. So, first off we have Ariam Mayer. Not Awen. 9.
Full recovery, isn't it? But give me
Full recovery, and she can heal a leg wound.
Oh, nice. Oh, I forgot she had a leg wound. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
'cause
why I bought the horse
Yeah.
instead of an extra guy.
I remember now. Yes.
So, Theo,
Mm-hmm.
the spear hero. 7. Full recovery.
Full recovery again, I believe.
Yes. Erkenflane, the archer hero. 6. Just a scratch. Must miss the next game, or that's a pain.
Did you say he was a hero as well?
Yes.
Ah.
Do I risk the reroll? Just a scratch. They must miss the next game. Alternately, the hero may roll again on this chart. However, the second result will apply even if it's worse than the first.
Oh, so this isn't even one you have to spend influence on.
No.
You can just take the roll.
Yeah. 6.
So the exact same.
so he
He's
still
no worse off.
Yeah, so he still misses the game. Ballowing, my archer.
Yep.
Uh,
And that's just a warrior, right?
yes.
5 injured.
Leg wound. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just normal injured.
So I've got 2 people missing the next game.
You know who you should play? Chris. Because he's also bringing 3 men to a fight. 3 dwarves. It might be a fairer battle, actually. I know it's good versus good.
That'll be a fairer battle.
I think we should do that. Because what, you'll be on 4 unless you've got the influence to buy another person?
I don't, because I've only got 2 influence.
Because you've only got 2. Yeah, because
Because
you
it costs
drew.
us 3 to buy the... Oh, no, I've got 3, so I could. Because it's 2 for play and 1 for a draw.
Yes.
So I could, or buy another horse. Oh, no, but that means I have to pay an Elfhelm's horse.
Do it.
I don't know whether I want to do that or not.
I love how that's a lot of how your battle company progresses is, but I'd have to paint that model.
No, that was fine because I'd already had Aeon painted. It's just Elfhelm has been a nightmare.
Oh yeah, Elfhelm was the one that you painted your battle company really quick up until Elfhelm, and then you went no.
So, my captain has advanced.
I am not shocked.
I need to decide which of these I need to do now then. Do we want to do your injuries first?
Yes, we will flip across to that.
Because then we can pause out and I can choose my expansions.
So I've marked. Hey, what's this happening? Right. Well, that sucks. It just reset my page, so I need to re-add my wounds and kills, etc. Right, so we're back up to date. So now I'm going to roll for my lead, see what his injury is. That's a 7.
Full recovery.
It's a full recovery. I'll definitely take that given the circumstances. My archer, Brogel. Now he is just a warrior.
Cool.
7.
Full recovery.
I'll take that. Bowbag, also a warrior.
Oh, double 1. Oh,
5.
Injured. Misses next game.
Oh, no. I'm not spending an influence to have him die.
2 influence.
Oh, is it 2?
It's 2 for a real.
I won't have that then. Oh, no, I will, because I...
Just play the game, we've got 3.
Yeah. Ugzat, the spear chap, also a warrior. 5, misses the next game. So I'm down to 8, but I have the ability to buy more, I think. Gogbosh, the guy with pick and shield. 5. Oh, misses the next game. So 10 warriors have gained experience. Do we want to do mine or jump to yours?
We can do either. I need to look through and see what tables I want to do.
All right. Well, we'll do mine as is. So I didn't get a promotion on my leader. He only got 2 experience. Yeah. I have, however, got a one on Ugbu, which is my shaman. So I might as well make him the sorcerer path.
Yep. Okay, so roll me 2d6.
Yes, sir. Since it's you, and since it's the game, 9.
Command and compel. So you get an extra point of will, transfix on a 5+, and compel on a 5+. So you've got exactly the same as what Vince's shaman's got.
So extra point of will.
So if you go to Path of the Sorcerer.
Yep. And then select characteristic change, put the will up by 1, up to 2. Yeah, so it basically says your will was 1, it's now 2.
Yes.
And then spells, which I technically don't have, so I'd have to
add them in.
Create them.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll just skip that across now.
Or it might not yet. Yeah, you might have to create it now. Because I think we had this problem with Vince's. Because that just happens through Path of the Sorcerer, the will. It's not the actual advancement, so you have to add an advancement to be able to go on to the next step.
Oh, no, just let me.
Oh, alright.
Because I put this characteristic change in, I'm guessing.
Right.
So Olga, my other character, who's the archer, he also went up.
Path of the Warrior, Path of the Duelist, Path of the Ranger, Path of the Sharpshooter, Path of the Skirmisher, Watchman, Defender, Martyr, General, Knight, which you could do theoretically because you could buy him a Warg, you've got enough. Sorcerer, which you can't do because you've already got a Sorcerer. Minstrel, and you can't use Beast or Stalker because he's not a beast.
So I could buy him a Warg.
Path of the Knight can only be taken by mounted characters. If they don't, they immediately have to buy a mount. And I believe a Warg costs 3 influence.
Which is exactly what I just got, or would have just got.
Yes.
I'm going to do that then, because I can. It just means I need to paint up one Warg archer, which I actually use in my normal game anyway, and I've got the Warg painted already.
Okay.
Do you not reckon?
Yeah, it's Path of the Knight, so it's all about charging and horse lords and stuff like that, and the bow one.
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, you can do it. It'll be fun.
I'm better going with Ranger, aren't I? Ranger's the shooting one.
Oh.
Or Scout. Oh, Sharpshooter, yeah. Oh, yes, that's a custom one, isn't it, on here?
Yeah, because they split them off because the Ranger was so overpowered, they've split them into two separate ones.
So, custom path. I'm going to go Sharpshooter, it makes sense.
Okay.
5. What is it?
Extra wound.
Ooh, so characteristic change. Extra wound. And then continue. And then Adan. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. He also did not do anything. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. So what has that done? That says it's put my rating to 120 with 4 influence, but in brackets 102 because I've got multiple guys missing the next game.
Yes.
But I could spend to get more models. Or I could be looking at upgrading some of these models to Warg Riders or things like that. Or buying Wargs.
For characters.
For characters. Are you in a stage where you're ready to do yours next?
Need to choose a path for Aryan May. So she can be a knight, because she already has a mount.
Yep.
She can be a minstrel.
Ooh.
She can be a general. She can be a warrior duelist.
What spells did you say I got, sorry?
Immobilize as part of your sorcerer, and your role was compel. So transfix and compel, both on 5+.
Yeah, transfix 5+. Now I know what transfix does. I use that quite a lot. I cannot remember compel, but I will put it in there.
Move half.
Yes.
I believe.
I mean, I'm going to paste in the rule from the rule book anyway. And that's also on a 5+, isn't it?
Yeah. Do I go knight or duelist?
Yes. Go knight. Going to get another horse?
No, where I
You're refusing to get another horse because you have to paint it. Oh, I'm dying. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was adding spells under this little dweeb. So.
Well, since she's probably going to end up getting dismounted, I'm going to go duelist because it's not Eowyn, and she did quite a duel against the Witch King.
Nice. Oh, I didn't need to put the... Oh, never mind. So I gained that through progression. Is this going to change my rating when I add these spells in?
I don't think so.
Oh, cool.
Right, so Path of the Duelist, where am I rolling for the camera?
Just near there. 10.
Path of the Duelist on a 10. Either gain a point of might or a point of will.
Oh, how the mighty have willed. I don't know, I don't think that sentence.
It's actually one I didn't want.
Oh.
Next. Ooh, Theo also gets. He is going to go with Path of the Ranger.
Yeah, so it didn't change my spells.
8.
Oh, I'm dying.
Point to fight or a point to shoot?
Point of fight or a point of shoot?
Hmm.
Shoot. Three models missing. See, I might be able to play the 3 dwarves now. Potentially 4 dwarves.
Yeah, I'll go for a point to shoot.
It makes sense.
I should really go for a point to fight, so he's more likely to win fights, but it's the Elfhelm model, who's supposed to be really good at shooting, so...
Yeah.
We'll go for a point to shoot. And then Erkenthane as well. I should have gone Path of the Skirmisher. That's the one I was supposed to go for, not Ranger. Results the same, so it'll be Skirmisher, not Ranger for... Oh no, that's just only infantry area. Yeah, so Ranger, that's the one I needed. Skirmisher, we'll go Sharpshooter for Erkenthane then. 6. +1 defense. Absolutely. At least successful one out there. Character characteristic change of +1 defense. The absolute worst result on that list because it makes him defense 5, which means nothing.
Is it 15 the standard, the most you can have in your list?
I believe so. I'll have to double check that.
Because I'm not sure I want another model. As in to take my warband up to 11. But whether I want to... I do like wargs though. You know, my weird warg obsession. I just like happy dogs. No, violent psychotic dogs, that's the one. And it would mean creating the profile. I could just store my influence like a crazy person, couldn't I? Just in case I needed to re-roll dead people. I mean, no, my luck, I would just do a Chris and I would just re-roll the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. But
you could, if you were a coward.
So, influence-wise, you have 3.
I'm going to buy a reinforcement.
Makes sense, especially for next game.
4 guys.
Yes, so D6. And that is a 4.
Warrior Rohan with a bow.
Are you within your bow limit?
Will be 3 out of 7, so no.
What would happen in that
I
instance?
would have to reduce it to someone else.
Oh.
So it would drop down to 3 and it'll be a thrown spear.
That's not bad. Have you got a thrown spear painted?
Nope.
I like your style.
Because the one guy that died, that was painted, had a basic axe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll get a new thrown spear guy and I'll have to paint him up.
And if I wanted to hire a new guy, it would cost me 3.
Yes.
Or I could buy a warg for an existing model.
Yes. For an existing hero.
Yeah, for an existing hero, sorry. Yes.
Because you can only buy equipment for warriors equal to what's on their list.
Yes.
Heroes can take any piece of equipment that could be available to anybody in the world.
But if I wanted to, I could... Let me go find my list again. Stupid Mordor. I had it a second ago. Oh, that's why, because I was looking at injuries, wasn't I? Sharkies, Rogues, Moria, Goblin Town, Angmar... Are these not alphabetized? Oh, I've gone past it, haven't I? Because the Mordor's the first in the evils. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, sorry about the procrastination, guys. This is that bit at the end where you're all kind of planning what you're going to spend all your riches and wealth on. Oh, I remember now why I've been so cagey about stuff is because I can't take half of the bloody specials, can I?
Well, neither can I, because I would need to buy half of them.
Well, yeah. At least you physically can. Oh, wait, no. I'm being petty.
Sort of well.
Yeah. I've got most of mine on the way from other means. We mentioned it in a previous video. It's fine. I'm going to attempt to get a reinforcement.
Cool.
I think. Or am I? Oh, go on, I will. So, spending 3 influence. It's a 5, which is another Mordor Orc with shield. It's another Mordor Orc with shield. It's not a bad thing. Don't know why I'm sulking. Well, I know why I'm sulking because I'm a petty child. What I wanted was to get a 6 and then a 2, so I got a Warg Rider. Since A, it's the only thing on that list I actually have instantly. And B, I wanted a Warg, but I didn't want to convert up a character or anything. What I need to do is I need a Morannon Orc, and then I need him. I don't know, I just want to use Gothmog, but he's just too darn Morannon-y. But yeah, so I've got another Orc. Awesome. I don't know why I said that like it was a bad thing. I like Orcs. I'm fond of Orcs. So right. So I would do this by adding new warrior.
Yeah.
Select profile, Mordor Orc. I'll give him a name, which, as we know generically until I find a proper name for them, Orcs are called Jeff.
It would cost 3 influence at the bottom.
He would cost... So, base points, 0. Oh, no, because he still costs, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So, influence cost. He is a normal warrior. I'd leave the base points at 5, don't I? So that he adds into my thingy cost. I thought so. His stats are basic. His war gear
is a shield.
Included
in the base profile.
And then I have to either remove off a sword or a pick, depending on which one of these I've already got painted. Or whether I have to actually paint another orc finally. I was aiming for a bow. Oh, I don't have one painted. So I'm going to be painting up an orc tonight. Oh! Can I buy a piece of equipment for a warrior that he can already take? Because I've got 1 influence left.
Yes.
So I could buy a spear, couldn't I?
Yes.
So how would that work? Because
if the spear costs the right amount.
Right, I'm going to stop it momentarily while we look into this. So 2 weeks in, it's been fairly eventful. We've got a lot of models missing games across the board. You, me and Chris have at least 1. With myself, it's 3.
I have 2.
You have 2. Chris has 1, potentially 2. But Chris has obviously also lost a model, as did you. We've had a whole person have to drop out. We have a new whole person coming in. The only one who has suffered no ill effects so far is Vince, but he has only played 1 game. My rating is now 127, the next game being 109.
I'm up to 114, but the next game being 80.
Ouch.
Because one of my heroes
Because one of your heroes is missing. Yeah, I mean, I got much luckier, if I'm honest, in my rolls than you did.
It's just the evil players cheating.
I mean, we are cheating, obviously. I got really lucky that my shaman also rolled an extra point of will. Like, of all the things, like that.
No, your shaman get that anyway.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it's standard.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought
you got the extra spell.
Yes, I did. You're right. My apologies. I got transfix and compel.
Yeah.
See, I got my archer got a second wound, which, to be fair, he held off your leader for most of the game.
Not hard.
So. She's on a horse. And she was swinging a dodgy leg. So...
No, but she didn't do much in the previous game neither.
This is true. I mean, ideally, the next game we want to play... the next game that we're going to film... I hope it's not one of mine. I really enjoyed watching Chris and Reese play. I really wish I'd filmed it, to be honest.
I thought you were going to.
We were going to, but neither of them have ever been on camera before. So we thought there'd be a lot of the awkward... where you and I monologue like supervillains about what we're going to do during the game. If one of us is playing with one of them... we can kind of monologue in between while they're like pondering what they're doing, so there'll be none of the awkward silences. You'll remember some of the early videos we did with the awkward silences and the Vince being in them. So the next one, I don't know.
So theoretically, my next game should be against Vince.
It should, but it would make more sense to put you in against Chris. Wait, no, because you went for an extra model, so you don't have the...
I'm still at 5 models.
5 models against Vince's. How many for his... he didn't buy a new one, did he?
Yes.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's got a warrior now as well.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying. He got nobody died.
Yes.
He got an advance up to a shaman, and then because he won, he had 4 influence, so he bought a reinforcement, which got him a warrior with shield. So he's up to 7 models now.
Yes. He'll have less experience because he's played less games, but he's had less chance, like you and I, to suffer consequences.
Yes.
And as much as we've both got some advancements, we also got a lot of negatives.
So my next game should be against Vince, and
Yes.
I would still get an underdog bonus, even though technically my overall rating is too higher than his now, after 2 games to his 1.
Yes.
But it might be worth me playing Chris because we're both kind of on our back foot.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
And then we can film that one also, and then it's not you on the next game as well.
Yes, I very much appreciate
Even
that.
though you should be playing Chris next.
Yes, it would normally be me versus Chris, but that's going to be me taking in, 8 models to his 3/maybe 4. That could go very badly for him, and he's already...
I'm on 5, and I'm fighting dwarves.
Yes. It might be easier for like Vince and I or Reese and I to basically look at where the ratings are and try and pair us up. So, because we're going to have Ben, who's coming in as a new player, so he'll have
At some point,
standard...
I'm going to have to play Vince because he's the only evil I haven't played.
Yes, and I would really like to film that game because you both got painted stuff. It's also very thematic, being Urukai and Rohan. So yeah, I would like to get that game filmed, which is why we were going to originally film used to playing next week. But yeah, it makes more sense just to try and balance it out so it's not one side getting absolutely pummeled while they're already weak. It probably makes more sense to balance it out and maybe me go against Vince or the elves.
Reese. Because
Reese has also got a load of upgrades as well, yeah.
Reese could do it, or the elves. Yeah, because it's Ben with the elves, not Reese.
Yeah.
I was meaning elves.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because
they've got the same fight value.
No, they've got high fight value. Elves are 5/5.
Oh, yeah, of course they
But
have.
no,
Sorry,
it's
yeah.
more that an elf starting company tends to have a higher rating. So if he goes for
Yeah, I think they're like 100, aren't they, instead of 95?
They're about 104, something like that.
Oh, I didn't realise it was that high.
Lorien's like 107.
I knew that one, yeah. But yeah, so we'll have to speak to Reese about which one he specifically wants to go for. And I need to know just for painting up the company for him. If it was his own models, I'd make
Ben?
Ben. Oh, see, now we're both doing it.
Yep.
Right, so to clarify, Reese has goblins and Reese is doing very well. Ben has elves of some description and he is doing nondescript because he hasn't had a game yet. And yet somehow still doing better than, Dwarves. Yeah.
Hi, Chris.
Sorry, Chris. I really hope, as much as you and I are we are friends, but I kind of hope that Chris kicks your ass because he really needs the win.
Not going to happen.
Although you've had 2 draws, haven't
Yes.
you? Chris has had 2 losses. So I've had a win and a
But I'm
draw.
playing in the dwarves, which means that most of my good stuff is going to be...
Yeah, you're going to bounce off him. Or...
He's got higher fight than me and he's got much higher defence.
Yes. But
So
yeah.
I'm going to rely on shooting, but my shooting doesn't really do much and my hero shooter's out.
Yes. So I guess it'll be me and Reese next time then, goblins against orcs. Mordor versus Moria. All the M's. That works. I played that guy. I'll have 8. He'll have about 30. 13? Goblins die to a stiff breeze, though. Well, not the way I roll dice.
I don't know. Again, he had one regular goblin warrior that survived 4 rounds of being hit by a bloody cave troll. Just kept on biffing the rolls.
The cave troll. Oh, sorry, pig troll. We did establish that was the order. But yeah. So, guys, obviously, thanks for keeping up with us. I know this last sort of 15 minutes of the video has been a bit doddering, but it's the end bit of a campaign. It always is a bit doddering as you're looking through your skills and stuff like that. Probably as we get to week 7, we'll have perfected the art of when to pause and when not to pause. And by that point, it won't matter because the campaign will be nearly over. But we can
learn for the next campaign.
That's it, which I believe is Necromunda. But that doesn't mean there won't be another Battle Companies one.
Oh no, I absolutely want to do another Battle Companies one.
I've got Haradrim.
I've got the Easterlands.
Oh, those Eastlings need to get on the table. Some of those models are beautiful.
Also fighting against buying some warriors of Erebor running Erebor and Dale.
Oh, treat yourself, you've earned it. Ooh, Iron Hills.
Oh,
Iron Hills filth in this.
Somewhat to start with, yes.
Oh, I don't want to do it.
Because they start at defense 7, fight 4, strength 4.
Ah, see, you can't...
They do only have 5 models, though.
True.
They're on par with elves.
Much to ponder on. Much to ponder on. But yeah, guys, as said, we'll try and film a different game that isn't me next time. Probably still going to be Sparks. That's absolutely fine. Because he's going to be playing against Chris's Dwarves. Chris's Dwarves are a really fun little list, even if the little buggers are on the back. Well, I suppose that Dwarves being on the back foot seems
that's
about right.
That's the problem. If I wanted Dwarves in my list, it would either be Iron Hills, which is an Iron Hills list, rather than using my Dale, which I want to use, or it would be Moria. Take all the ranges. Yes.
But yeah, so if you could do the usuals, the liking, the sharing, the subscribing, there's this little bell. If you hit it, it tells you when we put up more videos. At the minute, we're covering loads of stuff, to be honest. As I keep mentioning, Necromunda's coming on the channel. I keep preempting you guys, so you might get excited for it, because we love Necromunda. We've also got Achtung Panzer?
Achtung Panzer!
Which is a more tank-based version of World War II. So it's Warlord.
Warlord, World War II.
Using existing models, but it's not the same rule set.
No, it's a really gritty, grognardy, in-depth.
It's definitely up our street.
Yes.
It really is. Bolt Action 3rd Edition's coming out, and we are obscenely excited for that. Warlords, send us free stuff. We love you. We still love you, even if you don't send us free stuff, though.
Send me some Rangers, please.
Yeah. Those Ranger...
It's like the new plastic kits. It's just the US... infantry, the doughboys with different kits.
Tom Hanks heads. But yeah, we've got a lot coming up. Obviously, if you're on the channel and you do subscribe currently, you'll see that we're putting out a lot of Fallout. Twofold for that. One, Fallout's really popular at the minute and we've got to milk that algorithm. And two, we really, really want to play Fallout Factions. Or by the time you see this, we might have already played Fallout Factions. Because although these are filmed weekly, they're not going up the week they're filmed because we've got other stuff going up and things like that. Regardless, subscribe is basically what I'm saying. But yeah, so we're going to go now because we've been talking for a long time, including all the different filming we've done, and there's probably more tea to drink. Pray to the dice gods, hope to smile upon you. Say goodbye, Sparks.
Bye, Sparks.
Bye, Sparks.